It was at least 5 of us.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Someone asked Chris Best, oh, you guys are both Smashers. Did you guys play? And he said something to the effect of, because I didn't remember. I was like, probably not. I've never seen this guy before.
Right.
Who is Chris Best?
Who's Chris Best?
He said something like, oh, yeah, we played. I beat you. And I looked at him and I said, what? We have played and you beat me? I dug into the facts. I put my Sherlock Holmes hat on and investigated and uncovered critical details that were not mentioned, such as, number 1, it was a friendly before a tournament match on a stream setup.
No, I don't want to hear any more of this.
Number 2, someone asked us to stop playing.
Okay.
Mid-match.
Okay.
And number 3, I told him what I tell everybody in that situation, which is, can we play the last stock? Next stock wins. Chris Best took the next stock. The game is not actually over, and then we left the setup. Fast forward 6 months later, and he felt it appropriate to tell our colleagues, friends, peers that he defeated me in a match. No, that is not a match.
That's not a match.
Thank you.
The worst part is you can't. There's like presumably there's shit on the table. You can't just run. You can't just run that down for everybody in the room.
And I had to. We had to cover important business, but instead I had to digress in order to correct Chris Best.
Okay.
Because you know what?
No, that's important. That's important.
Can we let people get away with lies?
No, I mean, that's just one of the things that comes with the territory, right?
Right.
You are, in fact, I don't know if you're aware, you are Bobby Scar. You can't be anybody else but Bobby Scar. And when somebody can find a way to get the upper hand on you, they're going to take it. They're just going to gun right for it. I've lost friendlies.
Yes. You guys call them casuals, I believe,
I've
to
lost
translate for the fighting game crowd.
Dittos. And when I have,
I'm sorry.
I don't remember. But to them,
means
it was the greatest moment of their life. What am I to do?
I remember I told you after the fact that I wish that I had told him that I did read the PDF, How to Beat Your Friends and Street Fighter, which apparently he published in 2006.
Yes.
Or something like that.
No. Way later. It
was after SF4 dropped, right?
Yeah.
I just make up dates.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know why.
I did read it, and he compared Street Fighter to the master kung fu fighter on the top of the mountain, who you come up, and you try to fight them, and they block all your shit, and they just dodge it because they've seen it all before. That's the mark of a master, not the going in. But I wanted to tell him that Gutex, your PDF file would have been different if you had trained on my mountain, where you walk up, and I beat your ass before you get to say hello.
What a different.
Imagine the movie when Kill Bill, when she walks up to the mountain and fucking Pai Mei just beats her ass. That's the Bobby Scar mountain.
That's Mount Scar, baby.
That's
Mount, no one sees the top of Mount Scar.
Gutex did not see that movie.
Right.
I did not have a chance to
Gutex
talk to
doesn't
him
watch
about
movies.
that.
E.G. Justin Wong is not my boss.
No. But Justin Wong has some hateful things to say about Super Smash Bros. Melee. Let me tell you.
Hateful or truthful?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. How do you
I'm
ask
just
that
asking
question?
questions, Bobby.
I understand that it's an honest question and you don't know the answer. However, if you dig back into your memory banks in your hippocampus, you will recall Justin Wong saying slanderous things about Super Smash Bros. Melee and the people who make up the community, such as the Crimson Blur is compensated through bubblegum. Such as... Can I even say this?
Okay.
We got the new Apex venue, but only with signed permission slips from all of the attendees. From their parents. That's right, Justin. The seeds that you've sown have come to roost or reap or whatever that phrase is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that phrase.
Data points for why my episode would have blown Smug's episode out of the water.
Okay.
Number 1. God damn it. I had 3 in my mind.
Number 1? You can't goddamn it on number 1. Number 1?
I just watched the grand finals.
So Brandon and Phil, the homies, we had a tradition. They would come over every Sunday. would
Okay,
play
so
tourna-
it was them commentating Melee finals,
Yes.
Melee top 8, right?
We would
Okay.
play tournament
Then
mode.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Homemade Waffles would play Peach and Samus.
Yeah.
And Phil would play Mario and like Pichu.
Yep.
And you saw me, I got 2 characters, White and Black Falcon. Beating their ass in tournament mode. And I would just tell them every time they came over that I was a tournament mode god. And they just knew that I'm a Falcon player idiot, and they would just be like, you know what, you're pretty good at
You're
tournament
pretty
mode.
good at it. Yeah,
Actually, the fact is that Phil still tells me that he beat me with his Mario. No, Phil! God! Just like Chris Best.
Did he beat you with Mario?
Not in tournament
We're getting
mode. Not in tournament
That's
mode.
what matters.
He
That's
beat
what
me in
matters.
friendlies
That's
and
what matters. Yeah. That
his
doesn't-
Mario was good. Okay? Everybody calm down. In tournament mode, we went to Mute City, and I beat his ass. They want to hear your opinion as opposed to me.
Oh, dude, now I hope you feel bad now. I hope you feel
Flo,
bad.
Can
Flo.
somebody? Can we? Do you have?
Are you actually in the chat? Can you say something so that the people can identify you and mention you?
Can we just
But
ban his
instead of
Twitter?
hiding
Can we just stop
behind your anonymity?
Yeah,
giving him?
that's fucked up.
Can you mod Flo so that everyone knows who he is? Flo, please say something in the chat so that we can identify you.
This guy is
because
just
right now
lurking
it
like
seems like
crazy.
you are lurking.
Yeah,
like
he's a
crazy.
lurker.
Create an account, mod Flo. I just saw him. Everybody mention Flo, and please let him know that Melee is growing. In fact, Melee is at Evo 2016.
That's correct.
Was at 2015 with 215,000 viewers. The year before, 160,000 viewers. And Evo 2013, the first year we were at the tournament, 135,000 viewers. Beating Street Fighter's ass. Only beaten by Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Thank you very much. Mention Flo and let him know what you think about his ludicrous claims and about whether or not he should play me in Ryumir's at the Foundry because you have faith in me as a superior Street Fighter player. Now, as I was saying, the people want to hear what you have to say, Mike, not just me. Therefore, it is now time for you to educate us with the 9 seconds that you deserve because you asked for it. Oh, I
Yeah, read the tweet again.
Yeah, he said Street Fighter's dead. No, Melee.
He said, "I don't play dead games. See me in Melee."
Can you edit the text on
I think he was trying to guilt trip you for.
Yeah.
Can you edit the text on the tweet?
Can you edit the text on the tweet? Hack into Twitter. It's okay.
Spencer,
Flo,
can
we
you,
apologize.
okay.
Flo, we apologize.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, what Toph said.
Yeah.
Flo.
Don't worry.
So, all well and good.
Apologize to Flo.
I don't apologize
Don't
for
ever
anything that I have to
apologize
say.
to
I'm
Flo.
speaking from my heart.
Thank you.
Do I have to edit myself or censor myself
Hell
just because
no.
I didn't comprehend the tweet that was on the screen that's like 50 feet away from me? My eyesight's not that good.
Yeah, it's really far. It's super far away. It's just really far.
I got problems with my eyes. Did you know that? I actually had laser eye surgery on my left eye. I also wear a contact in my left eye because the surgery went so poorly. All right? So I
how
have
do you
problems.
feel? How do you feel
I
now,
have
Flo?
problems.
I bet you
Flo?
didn't think about all that. You didn't think about his eyes.
Wow.
Sorry, man.
Flo is a jerk.
God.
Yeah,
Jeez.
really.
What a
just
jerk.
Messed up.
You know, I was talking with Ken and I was like, well, you know, I do know a bit about Smash because of my dear friends
Yes.
and co-workers at Twitch that educate me. They keep me up to date
Yeah.
with what's going on in the community.
The pulse.
Of those names, I mentioned Bobby Scar, D1.
Last but not least.
Last but not least.
Do you need help with his tag? There's one more.
I think he sits
He
close
says,
close to you in the
And
office.
the Crimson Blur.
That's right.
And the Crimson Blur.
Sometimes
How
you
could
can
I
say it,
forget?
Toph.
How could I forget the Crimson Blur?
how? Please, how?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
Let me see if you are an Alex
I'm so
19
sorry.
sub. For everybody who's not an
so
Alex
sorry.
19 sub, please give it a break
Oh, no.
and let the Alex 19 subs show us the moment where that beautiful man had to inform Hungry Bucks. Come on, dog. That's my TV.
there's a lot of players, especially people that are more known for, like, for example, like I'm sure a lot of people don't know that Spooky isn't a prominent anime fighting game player, and he's very good at those games. And you play people like that are more known for, being whatever you call it,
right?
Content creators, community figureheads, and you play them and are like, wow, this guy's better than I thought.
Yeah. They're good at the game.
This guy's good at the game. People, me and Homemade Waffles getting,
yes.
64th at
people
Genesis.
Don't know.
People don't realize, like, oh, they're players too.
Oh, Toph's a commentator. Oh, Homemade Waffles is a commentator.
Right.
Homemade Waffles will beat your ass.
Yes. Yes.
So will Toph.
There are players out there, and there's a lot of these players that you're like, you play this someone, and you're like, this guy's better than I thought. There are players where they're actually worse than you thought, to where you've heard of them, so you had this vague idea in the back of your mind that you're like, this guy's really well known. He's probably like really old school. He's been in the scene for so long. He's done so much. This guy, if I sit down and play him, this guy's going to beat my ass. This guy's probably an old school legend. He threw in the towel a long time ago to give back to the community that he was raised on. But then you sit down and you play them and you're like, oh my god, why am I beating this guy so hard?
Ooh. So this individual you would not
I hadn't recognized him, yeah. And I would say he came up to me in Blur like as a fan would. Kind of like and he had a notebook on him. And he said, hey, Blur, I'm a fan, all this. And he opened his notebook, and he had, like, anime stylized... Okay,
the lights turned
on. This is kind of creepy right now.
I'm going to turn the lights on.
Sorry. And he's got... Yeah, please actually do that. I'm getting freaked out. So he pulls out this notebook, and he's got, like, anime style... Okay, you're good. Anime stylized artwork in this notebook that he's drawn. And it's, like, really good. And it's actually... It's sick. And it's of, like, characters in the game, players. And he's like, so I do this thing where I go up... And I play people in a best of 3 or a best of 5 or whatever. I play good players, and the loser has to draw a picture of the winner.
Wait,
so he's showing me like players he's money matched like famous players who are all good.
Who is this dude again?
I don't remember. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I do not remember his name. Please tweet at me if you actually. Not an established player. Like just someone who's I don't know if he's probably hasn't been playing for a super long period of time, and he was definitely coming up to Blur like I think sort of expecting to lose.
Yes,
he was literally saying
may have been Sam Park.
Sam Park
may have been Sam Park. I'm just
tell him it was Sam Park. Thank you so much.
Divining this from
Sam Park from the Ether. Thank you, Twitch Ether. So young Sam Park. And he's basically saying, like, look, I'm going to play you in this set just because I want to play you. It's going to be fun. And what's in it for you? Because, you're probably hella good. You've been in the scene for so long. I'll draw you a sick picture. And he's got pictures like Leffen and, all kinds of, like, famous people in the scene. And I'm like, oh, that's sick. Like, you should do this, bro. That sounds fun. And I don't even know. So they go do their thing or whatever. And the guy comes up to me later when I'm just by myself.
This is so good.
You already know where this is going.
So good.
Of course I know where this is
going.
Where this is, but I know this story from a totally different angle.
We're just trying to give you some perspective on the kind of player that Blur may or may not lose
what
to.
you guys don't know. I can't say this. Nope.
Go ahead.
I'm not. No. I'm not going to share the story. I'm not out of respect for the Crimson Blur. I'm not going to share.
Say it, Mike.
Nope. Sorry. That's none of my business.
What could you possibly have to say in this scenario? I mean, Toph is just trying to explain to you that there's an unknown player who goes by the name of Sam Park, who is not a ranked player and who is not on a power ranking anywhere, most likely, who challenged Blur to a draw me money match. And the funny part of it is that he played Blur expecting to draw him and couldn't draw him. I don't understand.
One day, this was maybe 2 months ago. Does that sound about accurate? Maybe.
Yeah.
Does that sound about accurate?
Yeah. Same time frame.
I came into work, of course, and sitting next to me, of course, is the Crimson Blur because we sit next to each other.
Okay.
Like every day.
I really shouldn't share this at this point. I don't. Here's why. Here's why I'm okay with just moving to the next subject now, because the last time you guys had me on, I shared an important story about the Crimson Blur. I do not want to be the guy that's brought here just to talk about my good friend, the Crimson Blur. With that said, let me continue.
Okay.
Because I know that if you cannot withhold information.
I can't withhold information.
If it were
from
your
the people.
choice, perhaps you would not share what you have to say.
Yes.
However,
okay,
given your nature.
So, as we all know, when it comes to Smash, I'm an idiot. I'm not informed unless one of you guys tell me. So I come to my desk, and I see Blur sitting at his desk, and for some reason he had MS Paint open and he was drawing a portrait of another man.
Oh, no.
Now when I saw this,
Wait, while he is on the clock.
He is on the clock. Justin Wong is sitting a few desks down.
Is not only sitting, but he is also in the chat right now.
Yes. And while Justin Wong was sitting a few desks down, the Crimson Blur has MS Paint open, drawing another man.
Okay.
Now, when I see this...
Probably not very well.
Actually, like I said, if there's one thing I do, I don't lie.
Okay.
So when I sat down, I said, wow, that is a detailed portrait.
Okay.
In MS Paint,
Okay.
Crimson Blur.
Okay.
Like, I was blown away.
Okay.
It was actually well detailed because if you put me in Paint, I'm just drawing stick figures.
Same.
This looked like a man's face.
Okay.
And so I asked him, I said, Crimson Blur, why the hell are you drawing another man's face? And then he said... Well, Mike, he got into his Crimson Blur.
That's the voice. That's the voice. Mike.
Mike. I said, hey.
What do you want me to say?
What do you want? He said, he was at an event, and he said there was another pro smasher there.
Oh, no.
No.
Let me finish the story.
Wait.
Guys,
Go ahead.
listen, this is only my story.
Yeah.
I can't say otherwise. This is just from my side.
Oh,
This is just from my side.
There
What
was
do you want me
another
to do?
top player.
Listen, please. Let me finish.
Oh, no.
And this guy apparently does these challenges with other players, and if you play each other, and the loser has to draw the winner. So as I come in and I was like, oh, okay, like, well, who's it? Who is this guy? I didn't know who he was, but of course I don't know pro Smash players. So it's like, if it's not like a handful, I'm not gonna know him. So immediately I just assumed that this was somebody that everybody in the community knew, and it would be like just some kind of festive event.
Right.
Like I thought this was like a really big ordeal.
Right. All the pro players are doing this.
I just only had Blur's.
Is that literally? You did not get the picture, did you?
I only had Blur's word to go off of. Look, he even added butterflies in the photo. That is a detailed master. So when I saw that, just hearing this story, I was like, wow, that is such a cool thing. Something that pro smashers do with each other. That you guys, have exhibition matches and the loser draws each other. I thought that was sick. So, but I'm hearing that maybe I thought the player was better than I was probably led on to believe.
You know what? Let's just say, I don't know. I'm willing to think of Sam Park as a top player if you guys are.
Yeah, we have to go to
If that just eases
we need a petition for Melee on Me Top 100. Please
let's
get
just
Sam
slide
Park
him in there somewhere in the top 20 area.
Maybe 101.
Yeah.
Let's put this picture actually at 101.
Oh, no.
Sam Park, congratulations. Blur, I'm so sorry that it came to this.
He told you.
And Bobby Scar called me out and said, Ken, you're the reigning champion of EVO. You are an institution at Smash. You need to show up. It's an obligation to your people.
Yeah.
I will put everything on the line. This is Bobby Scar speaking, not me, Ken, a coward.
Okay.
I will put everything on the line. Let's go to Kings of Cali. I will go to you on your home turf. I will put whatever you want at stake. And all you need to put at stake is going to EVO. Let's play a first of 5 at Kings of Cali, the tournament hosted by the infamous Crimson Blur.
That's right.
Ken would have told you the story of how he showed up to that beautiful venue in Pasadena.
Yes.
Is that actually
Pasadena,
right?
correct.
Pasadena,
Correct.
California. How we had some beers, how we hung out, and how a super duper drunk Mango and Crimson Blur would take the commentary station, and how we both sat down at the setup to play a first of 5 the winner of whom would go to Evo or whatever.
Or the
You know
loser.
what-
The
you
loser
know-
would. The loser.
You don't
would
know
be
what he
first.
asked me to put up in exchange for him going to Evo? He said, "I don't know. How's this a money match? If I lose, I go to Evo. What happens if I win?"
Right. Because
He
you're
said-
gonna go either way.
Do you know what he said? Have I told you? You know what he said.
I know. Well, I know
see
you
it from
guys.
the
You
look in
guys
your eyes.
played. You guys played for. I think if it wasn't it like 50. It was your fit. No, I don't. I legitimately don't know that.
More than that. I've told
Really?
you.
I think I remember. Yeah.
Kent said, and I'll let you at home decide what you think about this. Ken said to me, all right, if I lose, I'll go to Evo. If I win, I get to be the people's champ.
That is kind of funny. That's exactly.
That's actually hilarious.
That's what
Scar
I.
had
That's
to
how I
put
respond as well. That's kind of
everything
funny.
on the line.
That's kind of funny.
To get Ken, the king of Smash, the reigning champion, an icon in our community, to show up at the tournament. I did what I had to do for the people, and the rest is history.